is part one of the investigation of why we don't have too much bait this year, or almost like none, in the Martin County area. Now we're reporting right here at Bathtub Beach. This year, no anchovies, no little glass minnow, no big schools of mullet. Very scattered. It's mid-September, September 15th, 2014. We're going to talk to Chris Perry, Mark Perry's brother from Florida Oceanographic Institute. He's going to do some water samples for us, see what the wind temperature is, the salinity, see what's going on. Because it's weird that we're having bait up in Sebastian, Melbourne, Fort Pierce area, Jupiter, Delray, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, but you come to Martin County and it just looks, as you can tell, no bait. No happy bait in Martin County today. So we're going to do a two-part series. This is the first part, and see if we can get into, find out, get some information from local fishermen, see how they think this year is. I think it's probably one of the very slowest snook seasons I've ever fished. Tarpon were really good this year, but now it's September. Happy bait should be going off, but the bait pods are just not here. So we'll see if we can get you guys some information. It's something I'm very interested in, trying to figure out why it's not happening, not just via fisherman's perspective, via an environmentalist issue too. So stay tuned. We'll report some more information. Hopefully we'll get some bait pods coming through, but right now, like as you can see, very dead. Tight lines, guys.
Refractometer, or I call it a solenometer, the refractometer, and it takes the salt. This is important, the salt content. I'll show you how that works. The other thing I take grass. This is manatee grass, and they're planting it in the lagoon. They're trying to see how that's going to take in their lagoon. Actually, it's taking pretty good in the Oceanographic Society. So anyway, I take the air temperature out of the sun, obviously, and I compare it between that and my my gizmo, and then I'll take the water temperature, which I take with this little device that my brother made.
Mark Perry.
Yeah. I cast it out and I get a sample, let it sink down a little bit, and I get a sample for medium water, and I bring it in and I'll stick this in there, and then I'll get the water sample from inside and one from the outside.
See what the difference is.
We're going to have a flow coming out of the inlet. It's going to be different, especially on like this on the lower times. If we have a rain event, it's going to be dirtier water because of the tannins, and if they have a pulse release or something like that with it. Now on the outside, it'll be totally different. As you know, it goes over these rocks, and some of it will go out here, but you can see how that whole current goes. It actually goes that way, unless it's a real major event. Then it will collect on the inside here with an eddy and become,
then you'll test for like the salinity and
the salinity. And on once a week, I'll be down a little bit further around in the inside inlet testing for dissolved oxygens and pH testing and stuff like that. So it'll be a little bit more thorough, and that's the one you'll see in the newspaper where they have the Oceanographic Society.
Conditions of water.
My station's number 8.
Okay.
So that's where that is. Anyway, I'm gonna 26. It's all been the same. It's 26. This one's 125.8. So I'm gonna, cut it right around 26. See this little indicator shows the direction with the
wind direction.
Stronger wind is from. And then I'll get the wind speed. Look, we're at sea level. Pretty much carrying almost north. Alright, we'll see in a second. This is the interesting thing about a coastline. So this gives me the wind speed, and then it gives me the max wind speed at 2.5, and the average is 2.1. So I go with a 2.3 mile per hour wind speed. The compass setting is north-northeast. Actually, right now it's almost due north. So I got 2.3 miles per hour at June, which is sort of cool. I mean, this is a neat little. Ever seen this? It's giving me a wind chill, so in the winter I'll get a wind chill, which is neat. I won't record this unless it's necessary. Gives me a humidity, that's why I'm sweating like that.
It's 81.4.
Yeah, it's pretty up there. And I don't know what wet bulb is. I've got to.
That gives you your dew point.
I don't know what delta. Some of these I haven't really, got up with. But anyway, I got this gizmo because I just wanted to know personally what it is. Let me forget this. It's not going to blame you. What's today, the 15th?
Yeah.
Winter I'll have to get down behind the wall or out of the cold.
Get a better temperature.
Yeah.
As we saw, Chris Perry did the salinity, the air temperature, and water temperature. And in conclusion, we could find really anything in the water that would dictate why the bait shouldn't be here. The second part, we're going to go up and find out where the bait is and see what makes a difference in the water quality, water temperature, and salinity, and see if that makes a difference where the bait is around. Stay tuned. Tight lines, guys.